Let's talk Blazers, Danny. You want to talk Blazers?
Yeah.
Like the Blazers?
Had a great win.
Halloween night, 107-109. Portland Trailblazers take down the Denver Nuggets in their first game of the NBA Cup. And Danny, we talked about this game on Halloween on Friday, talking about point differential, how it matters. I don't think we said it, but we kind of assumed Denver would win just because they're very good. That Nikola Jokic guy, go look at his stat line. Very, very good basketball player.
Very good basketball player. Denver Nuggets are a very good team. Real quick, a couple people asked, is anybody going to, should we expect any players to come correct for Halloween? I nailed it.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Dame. So I'm standing in the tunnel. If you go to my social media, you'll see the video. And I see D turn the corner, and he looks at me and he smiles. I'm like, okay. Grab the phone, and he hits the "oh yeah" as he's walking down. And yeah, it was an electric costume. Donovan Klingon, I said, was another one. He brought his dog, and he was the kid from Up.
I know, I saw that and I loved it. Although a 7'2" kid from Up is hilarious.
It's so great.
And he had a puppy.
He just got the pup. 6 months ago? I think.
It's funny, when I saw that, the first thought in my mind was like, who had to clean up that dog's poop while it sat in the locker room all game? Somebody.
Probably the family room, hanging out with the kids.
But I think what's wild is we walked into that game hoping for point differential, and I don't think
keep it close.
Keep it close. The one thing we didn't expect.
Might as well go win the whole thing.
And they did. And they look good doing it, dude. And I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if this is just proximity, me hanging around you too much, or this job, or what. Dude, I don't know how many games they're going to win this year. I don't know what the ceiling is for this team.
But they're fun.
They're fun to watch. This team is fun to watch. And as for us who follow them, you more specifically than I do, they're fun to follow. We kind of talked about this at the beginning of the year about how fun this team would be to watch in comparison. Like, New Orleans is not going to be very good. Phoenix is not going to be very good. Utah's not going to be very good. And Portland's not going to be very good. That's how we started the year. But if there was a team you could choose to watch night in, night out, I think if you're a true hooper and you live in Jersey, and I got to tell you, who's a bad team in the West that you're forced to watch? I think the answer would be the Blazers. And I think it's paying off.
They are a top 5 league pass team.
And when you say that, what do you mean?
If you are a neutral and you are flipping around NBA league
this is
pass,
like actual stat or what you think?
No, it's what I think.
Okay.
Like if you're like, I want to watch a team this year.
You're Brandon Sprague, Danny Marang, who are big hoopers, but you live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep. And you're like, you know what? I've got my team.
You hate John Moran and the Memphis Grizzlies.
You're pissed at the entire Grizzlies organization right now. You're like, I'm going to watch somebody else. You know what? I need to pick a team in the Western time zone. Portland. You are watching the Trailblazers because they are hectic. They are chaos personified. Now, their offense, when it gets muddled in the half court, it is nasty. I'm working on a piece right now on the Patreon that I'm trying to get all the data out. I wanted to get a couple more games into it. But 50% of their offense is coming before 15 on the shot clock.
Ooh, I like that.
They are playing fast.
I like that.
They are leading the NBA still. The Nuggets game is the first time this season, through 6 games, that they have not turned the opponent over 20 times. They turned them over 16 times. What was it, 14, I believe? 14 were steals? Want to double check it? 11 were steals. Excuse me, I'm confusing my numbers here. But the Blazers took care of the ball, only had 12 turnovers themselves. It's another game, though. All 6 games, they've had double-digit steals. They lead the NBA in steal percentage. They are at, turnover percentage. Turning over teams are at 21.6. The next team down is at 17.8. So you almost have a 4% differential between those two, and you have to go down. The gap between 1 and 2 is just under 4%. To get that same gap, you have to go from 2 to 18 in the NBA.
Well,
that's how good they are at turning teams over.
I mean, the pace is and the pace is what makes it fun. Look, if you're kind of, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to say this, but I will say this today, and just the caveat is there is a chance I stop saying this. If you are a bad team, you need to give me a reason to watch. And the reason to watch the Blazers is pace.
It's pace, it's effort, it's tenacity, it's disruption.
It's ball movement. There's no guy on the team yet. There is for us who watch it night in, night out, but if you're that guy in Nashville, Tennessee, top 5 league pass, who's the guy on the Blazers? Nobody.
It's Denny.
It's Denny and JG off the bench.
But it's Denny, Drew, and Jeremy. It's those 3 guys, and everybody else is covering up like 2.
But it's very team basketball.
And, we're getting this far into it. they have suffered some injuries that are going to present a problem because
Yeah, talk to me about Blake Wesley.
So the Blazers are carrying 15 players, but they're really only carrying 14 because Damian Lillard's not going to play this year. So
Right.
guard depth is always going to be an issue for them. So
Still waiting on Scoot.
Scoot is, again, people keep asking, you're not going to get an update because it was 4 to 8 weeks before return to basketball. And unless something changes there, you're
We're not even
gonna
at
get an
4
update.
weeks.
Well, no, we are. We are.
Oh, are we at 4?
We were just at 4 weeks on Friday or Saturday. I look, I checked in, guys. I ask.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have an update, I'll give it to you. But from, kind of my discussions with people, there's a reason why I'm saying Christmas.
Calling in the press conference. Somebody's calling in. They're like, Danny Marang, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask. All right.
Look, I ask behind the scenes, and then if there's something there that I can report, I will. But there's a reason I'm saying Christmas.
Do you think
that's just what I'll say?
Do you think with this Blake Wesley injury that
it's more detrimental than you think?
Oh, for sure. And so my question is can you run Caleb Love out there in the stead while you're waiting on him?
He's going to.
Or are you trying to find a 10-day two-way kind of player to pick up?
They can't do that quite yet, but one of the two-way guys, their two-way rosters are full right now because they added Javante at the end of the preseason. They gave him the two-way, yeah. But Caleb Love's going to play. Chris Murray's going to play.
Someone needs to tell Caleb Love that not every shot looks good.
Well, that's his lot in life.
I know.
He's a guy that knows how to get shots up, and that is a skill.
Watched him in college do it, and it's great in college, but in the NBA, that doesn't always work that way.
He knows what he's out there to do. But their guard depth is hit because not only so Blake Wesley suffered a fracture of his fifth metatarsal in his right foot, and when it happened, he sat down on the floor and grabbed his foot, and I went, damn, like you just kind of knew what it was. As of right now, no surgery, but you're probably looking at, anywhere between, I'll just be, cautious and say 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Matisse Thybulle tore the UCL in his thumb. Guy kind of jumped into him, and Tease had his hand out a little bit weird. And when it happened, he shook his hand so violently. I was like, he popped something. I was like, damn it. And Tease was playing. No, not
Matisse Thybulle has been great.
Tease and Blake have been incredible. They are two of the biggest disruptors, not just on the Blazers roster, but in the NBA. When Blake Wesley went down, he had 3 steals already in 10 minutes. He was so disruptive. And those two guys, they are kind of the tip of their spear because you can't screen them. I don't think there's two guys in the league that are harder to screen than those two guys. You just can't get bodies on them. They're so slippery and so slithery. And because of that, the Blazers can just come at you in wave after wave after wave of defenders. And now so you're going to get Caleb Love out there. Chris Murray's going to get some more minutes. Chris played incredible in the fourth quarter against the Nuggets. I know some people are mad because he smoked the layup, but other than that, he was great for them, which is why Tiago went with him. It's been very funny. Tiago took over for the Blazers after Chauncey is obviously put on leave.
Well, I saw Chauncey this weekend. We were playing
yeah. And already I've seen some fans like mad because Shaedon Sharpe isn't getting minutes and Chris Murray's playing like, oh, but I thought Chauncey was the problem. That's already happening because people love to yell at coaches. But the guard depth for the Blazers is going to be tested. No Blake Wesley, no Matisse Thybulle. Caleb Love's going to have to step in. You don't have Damian Lillard. It's just.
And that's the question I was going to ask. Do you see Tiago playing around with maybe bigger lineups?
Yeah.
Just to see like Young might get some more playing time?
We'll see where that goes.
I mean, depending on Rob Will too, of course, but could we see Duop and Klingon on the floor at the same time?
I think you're going to get more Ryan Rupert.
Yeah.
And Roops has been good defensively in his stance. He's had 2 bad missed threes that he's had to rush at the end of shot clocks, and I think people are getting a little overreactionary about that. But they're getting an early test with the backcourt limitations with injuries with Scoot, Blake, Matisse, and Dame all down.
So you know how flies refuse to move from animal feces? Is Tumani Kamara the fly and the animal feces is Austin Reeves tonight?
He is going to have
Luka
Austin
do
Reeves
Luka things, but shut down Reeves.
No, that's true because Luka's going to be back, and I think Luka's averaging 40 a game.
Dude, Luka's a top 3 player in basketball.
Yeah, through 4 games, Luka's averaging 41.3 on 55, 30, 80 shooting with 11.5 rebounds and 8.3 assists. He is averaging a near 40-point triple-double.
Boy, things aren't getting easier for Tiago, that's for sure.
I mean, the first 15 games of the Blazers this season is brutal. But, hey, if the Blazers come out of this at 500 or better, you got to feel good.
And I just mean in the sense of obviously the circumstances in which he took the job, but now you're guard shy, and
you're 2.
Yeah. Now,
3.
now you're this lineup that's working. Oh, cool. Now I have to redo it.
Yep. Welcome to NBA basketball.
This bench rotation. Now I have to redo it.
They got me all wet.
Yeah, dude. Good luck to you, amigo.
But it'll be fun tonight. Luke in the house is always fun.
Everybody hates the Lakers in this town too, so tune in. We'll check back in on that game tomorrow.